Hi there. I think I've had enough. Now, I know, sounds like a clickbait way of starting a video, doesn't it? But don't worry, you notice it wasn't the title. No, I think the problem that I'm seeing in a lot of what content creators are presenting online these days is that it's basically just feeding a constant stream of sameness. It has that monotone repetitiveness that is sometimes seen in, I don't know, modern music, where there is very little in the way of intonation, there is very little in the way of any variety. And I think that's what's happened in a lot of cases of online presenters. There are the endless, of course, gear reviews, which will always get views, and I watch gear reviews. I'm interested in finding out what the latest and greatest is. I put aside the noticeable bias that many reviewers have and instead concentrate on the fact that, well, has this camera really presented something which would be of more interest to me? And in most cases, other than some advances in autofocus, now I'm quite happy with what I have. So, where is this whole thing leading? Well, then we get to the second group, the group that want to get out of their comfort zone. That is a great idea. I think getting out of your comfort zone is quite important. But I think getting out of your comfort zone involves a little more determination than simply going out for a week and shooting a video about it. I'm talking about the people who, they're landscape photographers, but they're going to get out of their comfort zone. So they take their smallest camera, they latch up with some YouTuber who is already known as a street photographer, and they spend a day with him. Is this a good thing to do? To grow? Yes. But in most cases, that's all there is. The next video you see from that person is right back to the, let's say, landscape photography they were doing before. So they're not actually making use of this getting out of the comfort zone to make any real impact on their photography. I think if you're going to get out of your comfort zone, you have to put a little more into it than, a day with somebody who does something different from what you do. I think you actually have to get out there and try something different. I've had people who have stuck so much with one genre of photography that, all of their images end up looking the same. Now, I've spoken about this sort of before, because I've spoken before about the fact that this idea of displaying a consistent style could be quite important to someone who is looking to get some sort of commercial work. Because whatever they show online, if it fits with the ideals and the ideas of the companies that view those online, that online presence, then they are probably more likely to get work with said company. But if you're like me, if you're an amateur photographer, unless you are truly dedicated to one field of photography only, then actually get out and get beyond your comfort zone. I don't think you should push yourself into situations where you are truly uncomfortable. For instance, going down the street with a camera and a flash and getting in people's faces like Bruce Gilden does, that is not getting out of my comfort zone. That is putting me in a full-on panic. That is not something I want to do. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to start rock climbing in order to get rock climbing pictures. At my age, rock climbing? Yeah, the only rocks I'm going to see is from underneath. Anyhow, the whole point I'm making is that, yes, go out and challenge yourself to do something different. If you don't take people pictures, then try taking people pictures. It does not mean going out and taking pictures of strangers. It means going out and getting friends and family and saying, hey guys, I'd like to learn more about portrait photography. Could you guys come and let me take some pictures? I'll give you the pictures and you can post them if you like, and any that you feel that are okay for me to post, I will post. But other than that, you have final say. I think if you put it to them that way and give them the fact that this is not a case of you're going to take their images and do whatever you want with them. Most of us have friends and relatives who are quite willing to go along with that. I am primarily a people photographer. However, most of my people photography is quite private because it's just family events and so on that are shared only on messenger groups with family. The occasional shot gets posted on some media platform, but only the occasional one. Now, are there forms of photography that I'm not good at but have tried? Yes. I have a couple of long lenses. I've gone out and tried wildlife photography. I've tried bird photography. And I have given it a fair chance. Bird photography in particular, I've made many efforts at. I have a few successes. Like anyone, my failures far outnumber my successes, but I think that's what's called normal. If you look at the images of someone like Henri Cartier-Bresson, who was, particularly good at setting up an image, yet for the most part, on every 36 exposure roll of 35mm film that he shot through that Leica, there was probably no more than one that actually saw the light of day. Only one image out of that was printed anywhere other than just on a contact sheet. Now, if you don't know what a contact sheet is, sorry guys, you're digital. It's a long story. Okay, enough of this nonsense. The fact is that I am trying a little harder to do something a little different. I am sticking with less gear all the time. Even today for this video, instead of going downstairs with my microphone and my camera that's pretty much dedicated just to video right now, my old EM1, I'm sitting here with the OND EM5 in front of me with just the internal mic. I hope it doesn't sound like garbage, but I just didn't want to have to go through the trouble for the simple reason that these videos are for the small number of people that I know will watch them. And that small number of people that I know will watch them are probably a lot more interested in my opinions than they are in the technical quality of my presentation. So as long as I have acceptable audio and a reasonable video, then I think I fulfilled what I wanted to do on YouTube. And guys, again, that's sort of what it comes down to, isn't it? This is my way of basically, I guess you could say this is my way of, I was going to use the word venting, but I'm not venting. Venting implies a level of negativity much higher even than mine. No, it's just a way for me to practice something that I have worked at for many, many, many years. I was a teacher. As a result, the idea of presenting ideas to other people comes natural to me. Am I good at it? I don't know. That's for you to decide, not me. Do I enjoy it? Absolutely. And of course, getting back to this thing about comfort zones, I do these videos and they have become sort of my comfort zone. So maybe I need to do videos a little differently next time. Oh well, this is the first one for 2023. Maybe this will be a year that I can try, maybe, to get out of this comfort zone. Well, anyhow, if you like the video, give it a like. If you want to see more of my videos, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. And of course, as I always say, if there's anything in here that you think anyone else is going to get anything from, by all means share it. Bye for now.